What's up, guys? Got that cut. This car. I've not really driven it in 2 months. Life happens. I've been really busy. Without getting into personal details, all is great. All is great with my life. Good things. Just this had to be put on the back burner, and I took it out to drive. I took it out for a drive, and this thing sucks. And I'll get into that and why. Mechanically, engine-wise, meh. Besides a stupid exhaust leak, which honestly I'm not gonna fix. I'm probably gonna take it to Seamus from TTS to fix the horrid exhaust on this car that was built out of hopes and dreams. Small little change. Right now I got 18s in the rear, so 18x9 plus 40 Model 5s in the rear. Right now it's wrapped in 215/35s, which is honestly god-awful stretch and looks like I'm on rubber bands. So we're gonna swap that out for a 225/40. Get it looking good. I think I need a transmission mount. And I have Himny polyurethane engine mounts, and I still have the original trans mount. So it's causing this weird lugging feel. Like it feels like my diff's about to fall out. It's super shaky, hard to drive when I'm getting offload and onload. I'm gonna show you guys because this thing sucks. I also have a slight issue with the fuel line in the back. The other day I was driving it and the fuel line popped off, which was super scary. I thought the engine blew up. So I got a flaring / bead tool, so we're gonna try to do that. Go underneath the car, fix I think I have a slow leak in one of the brake lines too. There's like a few small things, but it's all safety related and comfort related, and I want to fix these things because I actually like this car. I just hate the fact that I hate driving it right now. So let's go out for a drive, see what it does, That's another issue. The alternator seems to be overcharging, and that's annoying. So that needs to be fixed. Good old interior tune. Interior still looks fire, so we love to see it. Got my little cup holder on the glove box. Basic stuff. Sunroof doesn't work. Typical FC issues. Got the can gauge doing God's work. That's still putting in the works. So yeah. So I'm gonna try shifting. If you look, it's like super jittery. It just like unloads like pretty bad. Let off the gas. Oh, that's trashy. So now I'm cruising, and let's say I want to shift in a second. I could feel it through my seat, going in a boost. It's just you could feel the whole drivetrain going back. It's not stable, it's not confidence inspiring. I hate it. The shifts feel okay, but they don't feel great. So let's recap. Going to first. I'm not even sure if any... I can feel it through my seat. See? Sucks. I had to have more intimate time with the car, aka clean it for the first time in God knows how long. But this is some good stuff. I really like this. I think I'm gonna lower the rear. a tad. Still letting it dry, still a little wet. Waiting on the trans mounts. I'm gonna lower it, fix some of the lines, like the fuel and brake lines in the back. I got this flaring tool from Amazon. So give that a shot. Give it a quick toe plate alignment. Good stuff. Stock body master race. Don't sleep. I cleaned up the garage a little bit, and I'm gonna get to work, jack up the car. I'm gonna wax it after I finish up the work I'm about to do in the rear, which I'll show you. But car's looking minty clean. Maybe I think I'm gonna lower the rear a little bit, give it a bit of a low. But yeah, got my tools in the trunk, just gonna pull them out and then go from there. All right, so I got underneath the car. If you see the one with the worm clamp, it's already leaking. And it has exactly what you should not do. Do not do this, do not. I was stranded and this is all I had. So I threw it underneath the car, but this is bad. Don't do this. We're gonna show you how to properly do your fuel lines on your hard lines. And yeah, we're gonna get to work. Coilovers are looking nice enough to be freed up, so that's good. Not rusty. Shout out to PBM for making good quality stuff. And let's get to the fun of this right there. Yeah, that's no bueno. Bad. All right, so if you see over there, there's absolutely no bubble, no flare, no nothing. So we gotta fix that. That's no good. That's no good. Now, if you have an FC, what's nice about having copper lines is you can kind of manipulate it. I would have to pull the subframe, but I kind of just bent it out of the way so I have space to work on it. So here we are. And I don't know which exactly is the right. I got the 5/16 shorty guy from this kit. So I'm gonna try to set this up and get this to work. Tool, we got fuel dripping. So what, 5/16 guy here, 5/16 guy over here. And that would go right here like so. Oh, that felt terrible. I'm gonna go properly do this. That felt horrible, Jesus. Yeah, I'm gonna go set this up. I don't think this one's gonna work. I'm probably gonna have to use the inverted one, which you shouldn't use for fuel line, but fuck it, we ball. All right, so we got the tool all set up, like so. And let's see how it ends up looking. All right, crimping tool did all right, not bad. Not perfect, it doesn't need to be perfect, but that will get us by. And shouldn't give us any problems with the fuel line backing out ever again. So dope. All right, got a 14 to 16 millimeter fuel line clamp. And if you can see that bead, you can literally see it in the hose. That ain't going anywhere. We should not have a problem again. So that's all good. Next thing that's up, I think this fuel line's leaking a little, or this brake line is leaking a wee bit. I don't know if I want to do that today. Should I? Really should, but do I want to? Nah. But next step of action is, I mean, that's good. How about we lower the car? It's been a very, very long time since I've actually opened up these coilovers, so it's a little bit of a pain. What I do, instead of taking a tape measure to the threads, I actually do it by the lip. So if you look, that's where we sit. And I just compare it to the quarter panel or the fender usually, just because I find the thread's a little more unreliable. So time to the other side and see what this looks. This still looks like rubber bands. Need bigger tire. All right, car's back on the ground. As you can see, lowered the rear. We got it so much more dialed now. I love that. And when I put 225s in the rear, I shouldn't have to mess with it. I need to go back to the coilovers and make sure I put anti-seize on all of these before the winter. So that's one of the things on my list. I'm gonna probably go over the brake lines tomorrow. So I guess that's it for this part. As far as the things I want to do today, fixing that fuel line, lowering it a little bit, getting an idea. Next up, I'll do the toe plate alignment, and I'll attend to the brake lines. And during this week, once they come in, we're gonna do the transmission mounts, and hopefully this car should feel a ton better. So, yay! Once again, FC best car. Took it out for a drive. Went to go run some errands. Bought myself a brush. And bought some other stuff that I needed to complete some harnesses that I'm doing. If you guys don't know, I own a business. I essentially make wiring harnesses for mainly these cars. Engine harnesses to be exact. One day, maybe we'll do body harnesses, but that's an experiment I have to take on myself. Car, again, is driving good. I really want to get those trans mounts in because so like if you get on the gas and then decel and then get back on the gas, it just jitters and jitters and jitters. It's horrible for street driving. Pretty car. Just never waxed it though, but look at that fitment. Just look at that. Well, boys, I'm getting underneath the fucking car trying to, pull out my trans mount because it's coming in like an hour or two. Look at this. Hand loose. Those aren't loose at least. I don't think the mount's supposed to. I might need a whole new saddle. This is great. This is great. I love cars. All right, folks, got the exhaust off for my mid pipe at least. Yeah, this is what we're working with. So, will it come off? Probably not. Probably not. Am I gonna cry about it? Probably. But look at that trans mount. That thing's done for. Oh my Lord. All right, got a jack on top of here. Got all the trans cross member joints loose, so we're just gonna pull them off. And if this falls on me, hopefully this goes viral. God damn. I got new trans bolts too. Actually in the car. Well, it didn't fall on me. They're all off. And I got this one off, that 12 bill. But I don't know how I'm gonna get it off on here. This is gonna be interesting. Dude, these trans mounts are gone. These transmission mounts are gone. Oh, this heat shield's fucking in the way. All right, so I come to this situation. Because this little 12 mil nut that goes here. It's easy to access. Cool. I'm just gonna take those two off because that mounts to the trans, because it's impossible to get to this guy. You cannot unless you got a bendy boy. So that's how we're gonna go about this. And hopefully we don't struggle too hard. If we do, it's just part of the game. It's how it works. So I'm gonna give that a shot and see what happens. And like that, they are off. The trans mount is off. So time to assess, break it down, see what's up, fix it. I think it's okay, but I think it's because of that collapsed trans mount over there that was causing it to have all that play. So yay! The damage has been assessed. The trans mount, or the saddle, the mounts themselves, and the bracket that connects to the trans, all out. Probably should clean this up, but who's looking underneath the car? Car's gonna get thrashed anyways. If anything, while I wait for the package to come, I should go get new bolts for the exhaust from Ace Hardware. But yeah, at least I know that was very much an issue. All right, our package is here. New trans mounts, street versions from Himney Racing. Old ones out. So replace those Johns over there. Got new hardware for exhaust. Could not get gaskets. Apparently you can't get like any 2-bolt gaskets at any parts store, so that's great. So I'm gonna try to figure out how to put this in the car. This is gonna be tricky with the trans in the car. Very, very tricky situation. All right, so I got everything kind of loosely on. So those two 12 mil bolts, everything's kind of loose. So hopefully this makes it easy to install back in the car. Let's see. So one thing I do is I take a vice grip on the end where the Allen is, and then I take a 13 mil and I just start tightening it and holding the other two together. So it's gonna be a little tricky getting to that side, but we'll make it work. Just like that. Brand new transmission mounts are in. I pretty much have to have the driver's side tightened. This was loosened because I had access to tightening it. The bolt holes almost lined up. So what I did is I took a Phillips head in one of the bolt holes and kind of swung it a little bit forward so they lined up. You have quite some movement with the poly mounts, but if you see here, now we got trans mounts again. So that's good. Good stuff. And then I tightened this 17 millimeter nut with this little bushing / washer ordeal. I think it was upside down, so that was probably part of my problems. I don't know why it was upside down, but that's fixed. Got trans mounts again. I really want to test this. Got to put the exhaust back on, but sick. Trans mount in. I'm about to do a pull, and we'll see how this feels. So far, so good at low speed, so. Remember all my power steering problems? That's a Gates belt 7355. This is a Gates belt 7350. My belt was slipping pretty bad, and I'll insert a clip. Yeah. Let's see if this fixes my issues. Ah. That's quite some tension. All right, let's see if this fixes my issue. Yup, it's fixed. Hell yeah, I'm hyped. No grinding, no issues. Is my wheel loose? Nope. Well guys, that's the end of that video. I know it's kind of weird content, but I feel the need to share it because a lot of people are gonna have similar issues, and I just kind of want to highlight a lot of the changes I'm making because I know a lot of people are kind of following some of the things I do with the car. For example, the modified power steering system, that was not perfect by any means. When I did that video, it was very experimental. So I found you guys the right belt size to use, things like that. Again, this car right now, you know, winter's coming up, so got a few things planned. Drift season should be sick. I kind of decided not to drive past August just so I can focus on other things in life. But I know some people like the drift content, see my progress in that regard. I'm gonna have a few videos coming up on the ideal drift setup, on how to properly set up your FC for drifting, now that I've kind of figured out what doesn't work when it comes to tires, suspension. Do you need angle, do you not need angle, things like that. So aside from that, hopefully you guys enjoy this video, enjoy this interesting clip. It is Thanksgiving, it's actually Black Friday now, but just finally going through all these clips. This is nearly a month. I've had this footage for nearly a month, so yeah, have a wonderful one, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video, and stay blessed.
Yeah, probably in the freezer where my wrist stay. Yeah, this is not a dick joke, it's a big face. Yeah, everything flooded with no mistakes. Big cake, make sure that my bitch straight. Probably in the freezer where my wrist stay. Yeah, this is not a dick joke, it's a big face. Yeah, everything flooded with no mistakes. Big cake, make sure that my bitch straight. 2 years, did a lot of shit. Think I ever cared about a